quick disclaimer. Nothing in this video should be taken too seriously.
Okay, so how come sleep is both the best and worst thing that ever happened to you? Okay, so first off, let's go by one. Waking up. It's always awful, it's never fun, and it's always on a school day, and if it's on a weekend, you feel like shit if you wake up past noon, and then if you don't wake up past noon, you're like, dang. Yeah, that's great. But guess what? You're usually up until like God knows how long on a weekend because you want to stay up as long as possible because you're gonna go back to school that next Monday, which is cool. But guess what? You have to somehow find a way to not wake up past noon so you don't waste your day. But you have to somehow find a way you don't have to go to sleep because But guess what? You need to sleep or else you literally die, or you don't die, but you have really huge issues like hallucinations, mood swings. But how come when you're trying to sleep on a school week or on a Sunday, it's always like the most miserable thing ever? It's because you had such a great or miserable weekend, but you're like, I could stay up though, that's the best part. But guess what? You can't no more, so you have to go to sleep. But it's hard. It's always hard to sleep on Sundays. It's impossible to sleep on Sundays sometimes. Guess what? You're trying to toss and turn the entire Sunday night, and then it's like 3 a.m. and you're like, dude, I could have been doing something else that entire time. But guess what? You didn't do something else that entire time. So you're and you get up, you open your eyes, and then you have to go back to the beginning of trying to fall asleep. And then you finally fall asleep. It's like maybe an hour later, and you're like, yes, I could finally sleep. And then the alarm goes off, and you're like, dude, I just slept. What do you mean? And then you have to go to school. And then guess what? It's never consistent. It's always, you go to sleep early and you feel great, or you go to sleep early and you feel like shit, or you go to sleep you go to sleep late and then you feel awful, or you go to sleep late in like maybe 2 hours. You could go to sleep and you get like an hour and a half of sleep, and you'd feel like a champion from World 99. I don't even know what that is. Don't ask me what that is, okay? Thank you. Kahoot is the most rigged thing I've ever seen in my life. Okay, sometimes when you're playing the game, you can know the answers, but sometimes the people just like mix the words up so you can't tell what the answer is, and you click the wrong one. And then sometimes, in those very, very few situations where you click the wrong letter, or the wrong shape, and the people are like, oh my god, who clicked that shape? I clicked that shape because I did not know what the answer was. Okay, I'm sorry for being stupid, but it's not my fault. I didn't get taught this. Okay, and besides that, Kahoot, though, is just not fun. It's the most overrated game ever. And it's a skill issue, yes. But let me be on my skill issue, and I don't like Kahoot. I just... Okay, the food. I got pretty lucky at my school. The food was okay. It wasn't too bad. It was actually pretty good sometimes. But in some things, I've seen where the food is either unedible, or it's literally so ugly to the point where you don't even want to eat it. Even if oh my god, in itself, it's edible. The True Moon milks. Okay, the True Moon milks are good. I like them sometimes, okay? And I like the strawberry ones. But here's the thing, they never have the strawberry ones. It's always the chocolate ones. And I always wonder, how do people always get chocolate milk for lunch? I know it's been a thing for like forever, but like, how is that? How do y'all get this? And then sometimes there's like a really good food that like the whole school wants, and then if you're unlucky, you don't get more than one like serving. Or even if you have worse luck than me, you get none. I remember this during my school year, during my 11th year right now. There was like a really good lunch that everyone wanted. It was like chicken strips and like some sort of mashed potato thing. It was good, but guess what? I didn't get a single chicken strip because everyone was fat and ate them already. Like, how did y'all get seconds before I even got my first plate? I'm still pissed about that. And I got out of school early because of that, and I was like, Mom, are we serious? How did this happen, bro? Okay, it's fine. Oh, and let's talk about the duration of lunch. I know lunches are usually like 30 minutes. But like, come on, dude. How come they always go by way too fast? It's always when you're like, I got a long day of school and I need a break. But guess what? That break feels so goddamn short. And there's like a little morning thing. If you go on the bus and you go to school early, and it's like 40 minutes early from like my school at least. Guess what? That also is short. Oh, you're just using the wrong things to make it go by too fast. Okay, I'm having fun, so therefore it's going by faster? I'm sorry? Like, what are we doing? Time is never how you want it to be. It's way too fast when you're having fun, or it's way too slow when you want it to be fun, or when it's boring. But when you need the timer to be slow, like for a test, for example, guess what? It's too fast. Time doesn't make sense, okay? Let's speedrun these little sections real quick, because this didn't really happen in my school, but I know people who have had that, by the way, and it's like really bad. Okay, so how about the kid who literally just spams the music in the hallway? That doesn't happen to me, and I'm happy that doesn't happen to me, or else I would have killed somebody. But guess what? It still happens to other people, and I'm sorry for those guys, but it's like 7 a.m. in the morning. Why are you trying to spam that music? And it's usually never good. I'm not one to have good music taste, okay? My music taste is bad. But, like, dude, what is that music? The brain rot kids have had me being pissed the entire time. Okay, I know each generation has their own form of, like, stupid brain rot. Like, we had 21, or, how about the stupid, I don't know what type of brain rot there was. Go Animate. Those Caillou Got Grounded videos. Those were brain rot. Let's not get past that. Those were brain rot of our generation. But how come the schools, or the kids rather, at the schools just say 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7 the entire day and never say anything else? I'm starting to think they're broken cashiers. And they always move their hands in the dumbest way possible. I know that's part of the meme. To anybody who's like, actually, you're just a stupid fucking, shut up. I don't care. It sucks. Please stop doing it. It's dying down. I can admit that. It's dying down. I have not seen it as much as I did, at the beginning of my school year, last year. But dude, what the hell? How come it's still a thing? Domino's promoted it, by the way. I hope my editor could, like, put something right here. There was a promotional thing that gave you, like, I think it was 67% off of a
6-7.
6-7. Well, you asked for it. Domino's large one-topping pizzas are
6-7.
You get it. When you order Domino's online with coupon code 6-7.
Domino's order, and the code was 67. And the kids in the ad were being so stupid too. Okay, it's not my fault. It's popular. But it's the dumbest thing to be popular. But then again, you can make that go for much. Oh my god, many things. Okay. That's an entire story by itself. But it's either way too hard or it's usually too hard past middle school. And how dare they add letters to math? I was in 3 math classes this year, so I sort of get the idea of it now. But like, dude, why are there letters in there at all? It's like x minus x equals 6. It's like, what does that mean? Okay, you have to do some stupid variable thing, blah 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 blah. I don't care. I'm not gonna explain it because we're past school. I don't want to do this right now, dude. But whoever added letters to math is the type of person to put endloaf breads inside your bread case and then say it's the best. No, it isn't. I'm moving on. Okay, anxiety is something we all have in some form, and if you don't have it, you're lying to yourself, and you know you're lying to yourself because you felt it before, whether you want to admit it or not. You're not Timmy Tough Knuckles if you said you never had anxiety, and anyone who has anxiety is wimps. I will find you myself, and I hope you kill yourself. But I'm going to put this into 3 parts. But I'll try to make this as fast and entertaining as possible, okay? Okay, first off, presentations. How come presentations feel like you're trying to escape North Korea, covered in ice cubes and fucking gasoline, while the entire country is screaming where your location is while being chased by Sonic? I'm so sorry. It is so difficult to get up and explain to the entire classroom that's filled with like maybe 10 students at max, maybe, about why grass is green. It's so hard. And speaking of hard, sometimes you are hard. The 207th bone goes miserable if you're a guy. If you're a guy, I'm so sorry for you. And if you're a girl, you just have the fear of the entire thing I just talked about without the other part. So I guess you have it easier, but I'm not going to say, excuse me, I'm not going to say you have it easier because people are fucking simps and they look at the wrong places. I hate people so much, dude. Let's talk about people in calls or when you're trying to meet someone new. For the first part, let's talk about how people are scared to talk when they first meet somebody or like are trying the first call. And I agree. That's what I do because I'm usually scared as hell. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if they're going to be like, wow, you're cool. They're going to be like, damn, you sound like a bit. And my voice is my voice. And I'm sorry if I sound bad to you. But when you meet someone new, like, the anxiety you have prevents you from talking to people. Okay, people say, just talk to somebody. It's simple as that. That's how you meet people. You go up to them and say hi. But guess what? When you have anxiety, your entire mindset is telling you, no.
Hey, jingle, jingle, pay attention. Pay attention. I said your favorite word. The back rooms. Okay, the back rooms. Dingle, dangle, dingle, dangle.
It's simple as that. That's how you meet people. You go up to them and say hi. But guess what? When you have anxiety, your entire mindset is telling you, no, don't say hi to them. You'll be hurt. You'll be embarrassed. You'll be this and that. Which in turn makes it near to impossible to meet somebody. And guess what? And if they look good, like relatively good even, guess what? They will make it harder. So if you get like, I don't know, flamed out by them because it's like, LMAO nerd, I wouldn't talk to you, you know, like the stupid girls, like the popular girls, okay, like the popular girls at school. Guess what? They embarrass you, and you don't want to talk to them ever again. But if you can get past that hurdle with both of them, you usually win. I was gonna have this be its own section, but this is like probably what the majority of it comes down to, which anxiety ruins as well. How come it's too hard to make decisions? And how come anxiety like worsens that? I could be in the fucking gas station for like half an hour. I don't know why I'm in there for half an hour, but I'm usually in there for like 10 minutes just trying to figure out what bag of chips do I want. And then if I stand there for too long, the cashiers are going to think, oh my god, this guy's trying to steal. No, I'm not trying to steal. I literally just don't know what to get. Do I want to get these Doritos or do I want to get these Cheetos? I'm sorry, neither of them sound good to me because I have huge nausea, but I want chips for later. But I don't know what I want. And then when you go home, you're like, shit, I should have got that instead. But guess what? You can't go back now because you might not have money. Or if you do have money, it's too late. Or you're too tired to do it. And you have to suffer with your decision. And then if you ask people for help, you look like a bitch trying to get help all the time. So you just sit there doing it yourself. And you're like, oh my god. And this in turn makes it hard to order food at like McDonald's or something. Like, I'm sorry, the quarter pounder with bacon sounds great, but the McNuggets sound good too. What do I want? I had time in line to figure it out, but guess what? The time in line ain't gonna help me get through the entire thing because I still have huge indecisive issues. I don't know what to pick. So I hold up the line and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to hold up the line for too long, but I don't know what to get. And that's the cashier, and I'm like, what should I get? He tells me to get the McNuggets. I get the McNuggets because I'm a submissive bastard. So I pick the McNuggets, even though I regret not picking the fucking quarter pounder, even though I wanted the quarter pounder. But guess what? Ooh, okay. And in that, in turn, I hate anxiety, and I hate the fact indecisiveness is like the worst trait to ever have. It makes no sense to have. It shouldn't be this hard! Let's talk about the game ads. Okay, I'm so sorry that the game ads are misleading as hell. Or your brain rot infected, like Clash of Clans. Wait, if you like Clash of Clans, I don't know, dude. It's not a bad game, I think. I think it's okay. From everything I've seen in, like, Brawlhalla, I think that's a good game, too. I don't play these games, but I don't hate them because I don't have an opinion on them because I don't play them. But, like, I hate ads that are clearly clickbait But guess what? When you download them, you're like, oh my god, I think it's gonna be that. No, it's not that. It's something else entirely, and you got scammed. And then there's ads. They make parodies of it because they always talk about, oh, if you download this game, it's not that game. But guess what? When you download that game itself, sometimes it isn't even that game either. So it's like, what was the point of making the mockery if you are gonna be part of what the mockery was? Okay, and I want to talk about gacha games real quick. Just really quick. Okay, how come whenever there's like a group of people who play the game, I'm gonna talk about Genshin Impact, Dragon Ball Legends, what other gacha games are there? Honkai Star Rail, or whatever. Those type of games, they have pull rates. I am so sorry that there's never a full group of people that win. It's always one person or two people that lose. Like, I got shafted on this character, but everyone else pulled him. Or I got this character, but my friend got shafted, so sometimes I feel bad about it. Or, worse, they quit the game because of it, because it was their favorite character. That happened to me, and I'm so pissed about it. And my friend got shafted too. And he quit the game because of it. I'm talking about Legends, by the way. I'm so tired. Okay, in meta slaves. Video games are supposed to be fun, right? They're like a hobby. But I wouldn't call them as a hobby, because hobbies are something you oh my god. I don't know how to describe hobbies, but I wouldn't call video games as hobbies. They're time passers, okay? They're time passers, and they're like mental improvement or mental disimprovement if you always pissed off, aka me. Okay, sorry, I was talking about video games for hobbies, right? Yeah. Okay, they're not. But how come people always use the meta in like casual matches, not like ranked? Okay, I can understand in ranked. If you're like really, really, really high ranked, then go ahead, use meta. It's called a rank for a reason. You're trying to be the highest, you're trying to be the best. Like, go ahead, do your thing. But if you're able to get high ranked with something you love, like, not that, something that's not meta, but that's okay, or even better, if it's bad, but you're still able to get there, that's because you're you, and you're not a meta slave, and I'm proud of you for that. But for those who are, they literally only use meta, and if you have a character that's meta, but they're your favorite character, but you still use them even if they're not meta, I respect that. I respect it a lot. But people who use them because they're meta, not because they're their favorite characters, I hate all of you, because you ruin everything for everyone else in casual game modes. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm trying to have fun with a team that sucks ass, but guess what? You want to use this like stupid broken thing that will get my units one-shotted or one tap, but guess what? LMAO, guys, you should choose something better, you stupid nerd. I'm so sorry. How dare you? How dare you ruin my game? I wish you were a better person. And you could be the sweetest person ever. You can give your seat to a pregnant lady on the subway, but I will still sweep kick you, and I hate all of you equally. There's a reason why I don't make friends, because all of you piss me off, okay? People just don't communicate. I want that. I want communication. That's the basic thing. And then there's when you try to date somebody, you have like standards. Loyalty shouldn't even be like a thing you have to put. That's part of the contract, or like the imaginary contract between dating. But you have to put it there now because people are whores, and they get the idea to cheat. In that in itself, how do y'all even get the idea to cheat? Like, especially if you're the one who asked them out. Think of it like this. You were struggling to impress this person, trying to, like, make them happy, flirting with them and seeing if they like it, which was the hard part, and then actually asking. And then if they said yes, you're like, yes, I'll be loyal to them for the rest of my life. Guess what? I'm sorry if your relationship got boring. You just did it wrong, okay? So, just talk about it and like, just say, how do I improve this? But guess what? People don't do that and they just move on. Like, what did we mean? Or, if you meet somebody new, and guess what? You were doing fine for like the first 2 weeks. You're like, yo, that's cool. I like this person. They're chill. And then they ghost you out of nowhere. And they don't even tell you why. They don't even tell you why. I'm sorry. What did I do? I want to know what I did, but you don't tell me what I did. So I feel bad. I know not everything needs a solution, okay? But I want to at least know what I did wrong. If I can't solve it, then I can't solve it. But dude, at least tell me what I did wrong. If you want me to like change for the better, then you gotta tell me what I did wrong. Dudes I don't know how dudes like I don't know, bro. I was gonna say something. Dudes have a weird a girl could say, I'm just a girl, for like the stupidest thing I've ever seen. They could kill somebody, I'm just a girl. But if a dude says it and says, I'm just a guy, guess what? He's getting flamed and putting on execution chair. But if a girl says that, they're like, aw, that's so cute. Online relationships, they're fine. But how come people look down upon you if you have one? Sorry, like, yes, I confirmed it was a girl I know. Yes, I took the time to know them. Yes, I asked for a face reveal. Yes, I FaceTimed them. Yes, I talked to them on the phone. Yes, I know it's them. Okay, for like people who are using like dating apps or whatever, using like Discord servers for like dating, like those weird dating servers, yes, you're getting catfished. But if you actually take the time to know the person, which is how you're supposed to date somebody, by the way, you're supposed to know the person before you do it, instead of just, saying, like, asking them out as they're a stranger. Okay, I have a very, very, very sad stories of me doing this, okay? But I was a child, so I'm stupid, okay? That's on me. But I've grown and matured and know what I'm doing now. And yes, you're supposed to do it the old school way, which most people don't want to do because they want immediate affection off the bat. And if they have immediate affection off the bat, I don't know how to tell you this, but guess what? She's for the streets. And if they're boring to you, which they should be boring to you, at least in the beginning, but when you get to know them, they're really cool. But guess what? Oh my god. Then they're the one. They're the one to have. But guess what? People don't want to have the patience for that because they have so much fucking dopamine. I'll put that in another section. Never mind. I won't talk about it. But they just don't have the patience for it. They just don't. And that's why most relationships fail. And I'll agree. That's also why my relationships fail. Because I just don't wait enough. Or if I have the perfect solution, they're way too far away from me. Like I said earlier. So I'm like, fuck. It's fine. I'm not that pressed about it. I'm just, the part I'm really upset about in dating life is just the lack of communication. They expect me to know everything. I'm so sorry. I'm not a mind reader. If I was a mind reader, I would be the best person to ever have. But guess what? I'm not a fucking mind reader. I'm a human being. And I want you to know that. I am not perfect. I am far from it. But please, just tell me things. I don't want you to tell me, like, everything. But at the same time, I kind of do. Because at least I would know what the hell you want me to do if I mess up. And if you don't tell me what I did, I should know what I did. But I don't know you enough at this point to know how to fix it. Because, oh my god, we only know each other for a little while. So, tell me how to fix it. But if we've known each other for like maybe like a year or two, I should know how to fix it because I've known you long enough to know like what to make you happy at this point, okay? But guess what? Since most people are in talking stages, I don't know what to do.
Jingle, pay attention. I said your favorite word, the back rooms, okay? The back rooms. Dingle, dangle.
I wish I was a better person. Didn't make them shorts, but shorts were effective at the time, and I semi-enjoyed making them, so that's why I made them. But now I don't even like making them, so that's why I don't even make them at all. I hate the fact everything's like a huge dopamine hit. My head is like suffering from it. I'm so sorry that I'm not a perfect person, as I said earlier, so I'm addicted to the short form content, but I don't want to be, because it sucks, usually, except like a few creators. A few creators are good at short form content, and I like watching them, but I wish they were longer videos, okay? And I wish my dopamine receptors weren't screwed over, and I don't want dopamine hits the entire time, but guess what? My head wants that, and I don't like it, but I don't know, I know how to fix it, okay? And I'm working on it, like, behind the scenes. But, dude, I hate the fact I have that at all, dude. And if you, like, go on TikTok, the Tom is brain rot. It's like, you can't even process what's going on. Sometimes, there's, like, these... Oh, my God. Okay, I'm gonna put this up